Title: At the company party, I placed my arm around my wife. She pulled away. Don't cling, it makes me look unavailable. I slipped off my wedding ring. Unavailable issue, fixed. When she noticed the whole room saw me drop it on the dessert plate, start. I placed my arm around my wife. She stiffened, her body rejecting me like I was a stranger. Don't cling, she hissed, eyes darting around the crowded banquet hall. It makes me look unavailable. Her words sliced deeper than she intended, or maybe she meant every syllable. Either way, they lingered like poison. So I smiled, calm, controlled, and with a flick of my fingers, I slipped my wedding ring off and let it fall onto the dessert plate between us. The tiny clink carried further than I thought. Conversations faltered, heads turned. Unavailable issue, I said, voice low but clear. Fixed. The room froze. My wife's face drained, but I didn't look at her. Not yet. Let her sit with it. That was the moment she realized the rules of our marriage had changed. We'd been together for 12 years. Met in college, shared ramen dinners, stolen library kisses, promises of forever. I thought she was my safe place, my anchor in the storm. But anchors can drag you under too. At first, the cracks were small. Late nights at work, phone turned face down, a laugh that wasn't mine lingering on her lips. I told myself I was paranoid, that marriage gets busy, people get tired, love softens, but it doesn't vanish. Until I saw her car, parked outside his apartment, the reflection of her body pressed to his in his window. My world collapsed in silence. No screaming, no breaking, just silence. That silence hardened into something sharper. I didn't confront her. Confrontation gives the enemy time to regroup. Instead, I learned. I studied. I collected. Every late-night excuse, every receipt, every whisper on her phone. I built my case like a prosecutor preparing for trial. She thought she was clever, but clever women forget that husbands who love them also know their tells. While she tangled herself deeper with him, I prepared. Quietly, methodically. I moved assets, rerouted accounts, documented everything. She didn't notice the paper trail I left, only for myself. I wasn't planning a divorce, not yet. Revenge is wasted in courtrooms. It belongs on a stage. The company's annual party was the perfect stage. My wife loved these events, the chance to shine, to remind everyone she was married to a man who climbed fast, who wore success like a second skin. She dressed like she was auditioning for adoration. That night was no different. Glittering dress, perfect hair, rehearsed smile. But underneath it all, I saw the rot. So when she pulled away from me, told me not to cling, the timing was divine. That single sentence was the match. The ring hitting the plate was the explosion. The whispers spread instantly. Colleagues leaned in, managers raised brows, her friends exchanged wide-eyed glances. The gossip virus spread before dessert was even touched. Her hands trembled on her wine glass. "What the hell are you doing?" she muttered, trying to keep her voice low. "Giving you what you want," I said. Freedom, visibility.
She smiled too wide, trying to salvage her image, but it was brittle. They all saw the crack. That was only Act 1. Act 2 was quieter. Documents I had accidentally left visible on the kitchen counter, bank statements, text screenshots. Nothing explosive, just enough for her to realize I wasn't blind. She scrambled, erased messages, cried in bathrooms when she thought I wasn't home. Act 3 came through allies, subtle mentions from coworkers. "Hey, saw something strange the other day." Her world began to feel smaller, watched. Every mirror was an interrogation. By the time we reached the party, she was already fraying. I simply tore the last thread. The fallout was brutal, as designed. The man she'd risked it all for? He ghosted her the second whispers touched his reputation. She became radioactive. Friends distanced, colleagues avoided. Even her own family questioned her. She came to me one night, mascara streaked, begging for forgiveness. I listened, quiet, detached, and when she was done spilling her rehearsed regret, I told her the truth. "You didn't just betray me. You underestimated me. That's what I'll never forgive." Her tears fell like rain, but I didn't move. Not to comfort, not to hold. My silence was the coffin lid closing. Some say revenge doesn't heal. They're wrong. Revenge isn't about healing, it's about balance, restoring weight to the scales. I don't wear the ring anymore, not because I'm bitter, because I don't need it. Everyone who saw that plate, who heard the clink, knows the truth. She made herself available. And in the process, she lost everything that made her valuable. I didn't raise my voice, I didn't throw punches, I didn't need to. I just waited, listened, calculated, and then, when the stage lights were brightest, I let the curtain fall. Now, when I walk into that office, people look at me differently, not with pity, with respect, admiration even. They saw me bleed in silence, then strike with precision. As for her, she drifts in the shadows, a ghost of her own making. She wanted to be seen. Now, everyone sees her, just not in the way she imagined. And me? I live lighter, sharper, free. I don't regret a single move, because the truth is, betrayal isn't the end of a story. It's the beginning of a better one.